welcome to Transwest Truck Trailer RV. My name is Lance Ortega and I'm going to be presenting to you this awesome, amazing coach. It's the 2026 Newmar Supreme Aire. This is going to be the year where they actually just got it switched over to the Cascadia chassis. What an awesome upgrade. Not only that, previous Supreme Aires used to have the 450 Cummins. This now has the 605. It's a DD16 Detroit 600 horsepower motor with 1,850 pounds of torque. So tons and tons of power, guys. Lots to show on this coach. First of all, we'll just kind of point out the graphics. We'll just kind of stand back and look at it. Beautiful masterpiece finish here. This is their Lafton graphics. Absolutely gorgeous. I love the cab style too. You'll notice how the cab is a little bit hard to see, but this is actually detached from the RV. So this is an air ride cab, and you also get air ride seats. So very, very comfortable. I also like this nice little touch too. You'll notice this little wind guard here by the window. It's actually made, painted to match the design. So super, super neat feature. I'm also going to point out, so there's a button up here. I'm going to push it in the cab. If you want to test your lights and you're all alone and you don't have somebody to hit the left blinker, the right blinker, the backup lights, the brake lights, the headlights, nobody's there to help you with that, there's a button in here. We just got to push it and it'll cycle through all the light functions here, so you can check it. You can self-test it on your own. I'm going to go ahead and push the button now. So you can see it'll start cycling through all the different lights. It'll also go through, like I said, the rear tail lights, your left blinker, right blinker, your backup lights, your high, your low. So just a nice way to just make sure all your lights are working. Nice feature. So another nice thing, you know, when previous Supreme Aires came on the M2 112, this is going to be built on the Cascadia. Again, 600 horsepower, 1,850 pounds of torque. And as we get ready to make our way down the coach, I do want to acknowledge that this does have blind spot detection. Now, what's kind of cool about it is where they place it. You're going to see passenger side pillar. You're going to see a little triangle arm. That'll actually light up, and that'll let you know if there's somebody next to you. So really neat feature on that blind spot detection. This is going to be, instead of the 6-speed transmission, now it'll have the T12 12-speed transmission. So it's going to actually help gain just a little bit better fuel economy. So this will be a 120-gallon fuel tank. You got some air lines here, fluids for your Oasis system. Come on, guys, help me out here. As we're getting ready to come down, we got a little bit of storage right here. This should be our chassis batteries. Yep, that'll be our chassis batteries. I like the stainless box that they got over it. So we switched over here to the Victron system, and you've got 640 amp hours of Lithionics there, and then you're going to have all brand new ATC displays in there. So new technology in the coach for 2026. And we've been using it here on the property for quite a while now. We're actually finding it's very nice system, very robust. We've got our 50 amp cord here and a little bit of storage right there. This is just going to be accessed for like RV park cable should you need it. We got built-in surge protection. I do like the location of the power button. So this is going to be manual pull, power in. Got our recessed docking light right there with the marker light. Pretty nice little wet bay. You're going to have your hot and cold shower over here. We got a manual pull, power in for the fresh water hose. You got electronic gate valves here for opening up your, dumping your sewage. We do have a electronic display here, so we can come out here, check our tank levels. We don't have to run inside to check that out. So tag axle, this is going to be twin screw, so you can lock these this rear axle up to where you can lock out the differential, so you're not getting that positive traction, you're getting all the tires turning at the same time. This will be a 12.5 kilowatt Cummins Owens generator, so you could power a small village with that guy. And some nice pass-through storage. Now, Supreme Aire builds a beautiful rear cap. I do love, now we ordered this with the Onyx package, so you'll notice everything was blacked out, the wheels, the stainless package, even the stainless in here is all blacked out. You do have a 30,000 pound Gen Y hitch. You do got some air supply here plumbed in for some glad hands. You do have the Voyager plug right here, so kind of nice to be able to plug in a stacker trailer and tie that camera system right into the dash. I'm going to go ahead and open up the back here. So it's on gas struts. Got a nice little area here to, I mean, if you're a barbecuer, maybe you got your spices up there, or maybe your fluids, your belts. You'll notice down here just how deep that goes. So picnic tables, maybe patio carpets. I mean, you've got a lot of nice long storage in there, so pretty neat. All right, as we make our way through, we got our access here to that pass-through storage. Got your 2-inch and 2 5/16 inch ball right there. This is something that you don't see in a Super C quite often, is a slide-out tray. Pretty decent sized slide-out tray. And then also Newmar's upgraded electronics. Super tidy, very organized, very well laid out. Got your central vac system here. You can hook up your hose, clean out your bays if you want, come out and change out your vacuum cleaner bag. And then also want to point out Newmar's flush wall slide system. This is a really nice system. It keeps your seals lasting longer. You're not exposed to the wind, so you don't get a lot of that wind squeal. And just a nice clean look overall. Coming up on our other docking light. Now these are going to be 295/80 22.5s, and the fronts will be 315/80 22.5s. Now up on top we got integrated rooftop awnings, so you'll have two of them pretty much from that front cab all the way to the back, so just a large amount of coverage here with patio lights. It's a little bit windy out, otherwise I'd bring it out for you guys. We got keyless entry, so you got your key. It's always nice to be able to, if you don't have your keys on here, be able to type in a code and get into your coach. Nice big large amount of storage space in there. Got your DC plug should you need direct current for power if you're boondocking. This is always a nice feature to have ability to store tools. Or there was a guy that used to do a lot of tailgating, and he had one of these Gladiator racks, and this is where he put all of his beverages for his friends. So outside entertainment, hanging out with friends, or maybe tailgating, great area for everybody to kind of hang out, have a little fun. You got your Bose sound bar, Samsung TV, and you do have two USB-A, no, it looks like USB-A and USB-C, and then two 110 outlets. So plenty of charging options there. We got our Oasis system here. Hydronic heat, and we got our, now this is going to be what's responsible for heating the water, but also for heating the air. Very efficient system. And then we have our hydraulics over here. That's out on a slide tray, so if you need to get a technician to work on it, that'll actually slide out for their convenience. This is part of that blind spot detection here. Got a little place right here to fly American flag or maybe your favorite sports team. Got your side cameras here. And this will also have the 360-degree camera system. Now, as I get ready to open this, before I open this, I want you to notice there is a mirror right here. So if somebody is standing right here and you're in the driver's seat, you're going to be able to see if there's somebody here next to your coach. As I open it, you're going to notice some really good grip right here on this running board here. But then I've got a nice little grab handle right here, and I've got another one over here. So makes it very nice for getting in and out of the coach. All right, guys, well, that's a peek of what we got going on the outside. Let's head on in and see what we got going on the inside. All right, guys, so here it is. Quite a bit of space while she's opened up. But before we talk about the inside, let's talk about a little bit what's going on in the cockpit. So as you'll notice, this area right here, not attached to the house, this whole cab floats. You do have air seats, but what's nice about these seats is they are heated, but they're also ventilated too. So nice to have that airflow going on both the seats. So I do want to talk a little bit about the technology. This will have the Detroit assurance package, so cruise control, adaptive cruise control, collision mitigation, lane detection. There's a lot of functionality that goes into this. I love this new digital dash right here. We can scroll through and change our view points. So we want to look at our oil pressure, our water pressure. We can kind of go through and kind of customize our view, and then we can go over here to the right side and check. Right now it says, let's see if we can see some of our menus here. Average right now says it's about 8.1 miles to the gallon for our average fuel economy. Not bad for because this thing hasn't got a lot of highway time. It's got a lot of lot time just moving around on the lot. But nice functionality here. But also this display, right? Just awesome. I love how big this is for your navigation. I do like how we can go through here. We can customize the gauges that we look at, right? So I can remove some of these gauges. I can add or remove and kind of choose what feature I want to see. So very cool feature. Go back, let's go back, hit home. We can check out the cab, do the regen, check out what's going on with the chassis itself, our pressure, tire pressure monitoring system, our axles, our maintenance plan. We can control the lighting for the front cab. That's our navigation, our radio. So guys, just a ton of little, a lot of functionality into this. Again, Cascadia chassis, one of the coolest cabs built in the market. I do like this monitor up here, kind of gives it that rear view mirror feel, and I like how the fact that it doesn't interfere with navigation or anything that I'm doing down here. That's completely separate. I love the bird's eye view that they have right there, and I like how they brought the dash more towards the driver. Gives a lot of this functionality, very easy for you to get access to it. We can control the suspension height with this by the touch of a button. We can go through here, lock out our differentials. We can turn off our lane detection. This is where you would go and do the light test, blinkers, backup lights that we showed you here earlier. We can turn on the light down here below. Automatic traction control. This is going to be your hill start assist, regen, and generator. We got the shade up above. So that's something that was in previous models. I think that was a wise choice to keep that, because if you do got company traveling with you, you know, you might be seeing the, you know, the mountain views from the seating back there, so they get to enjoy what you're seeing going down the road as well. We can start and stop the generator here. We can, if we have dead chassis batteries, we can take the power from the house and jump the chassis batteries by the push of a button. We can turn on our docking lights outside from here, turn on our cab ceiling, courtesy lights. So a lot of neat functionality. You do have your parking brake here, but this is also going to be the air supply should you have a trailer that has air brakes as well. So lots of cool technology in this. Super nice upgrade on this beautiful Supreme Aire. One of my favorite floor plans here at the 4505, where you get opposing seating here, entertainment theater seating. You do get the TV that pops up out of the cabinet there. So let's see if we can get that. So push of a button, we can bring that up. And this is going to be power seats. You do have a little storage cubby right here with a little slide tray. So should you want to get some deeper storage, you can. Nice overhead cabinets. This is going to be the Summit Maple upper cabinets. I like how this is all hands-free. I don't have to sit there and hold anything. We do have a dinette table here with windows that do open up. Now, this will actually break down into a bed. Release the lock, bring it down, put your cushion, and then you get a nice little sleeping area. Across from us, we do got our kitchen cabinets. This is going to be the Morel glazed cabinets here. I love this utensil drawer right here. Now we're in the Supreme Aire, so everything's going to be ultra high-end. Maple cabinets, all soft closing drawers. You're going to notice the dovetail construction right here. So attention to detail, nice finishes on this coach. Let's just show you what we got here. Nice, and you're not seeing like pressed plywood. Like, this is all nice solid wood cabinetry here. Very nice, very high end. Got your dishwasher down here below. We've got our convection microwave oven, and then a little spice rack up above, a little extra storage, and that's actually pretty deep. And to give you an idea, here's that goes all the way in, and we still got room to spare. So I mean, that's a really deep cabinet. And then we got some more cabinet here. Because it's so deep, it's nice to be able to bring your contents out towards you. Another little storage area here. I like this crown molding that they got going here. Beautiful accent lighting here behind the cabinets. We've got little more storage here. Entertainment cabinet for maybe like a DVD player, satellite system. Bose soundbar above. So just loaded. Really nice living space, and I like the fact that your kitchen, your dinette is separate from your living, so you get a true separation of space. Now this is going to be the entryway here. You can come here and control a lot of things. For now, we're just going to close this step cover here. This is kind of a nice feature. I like how they close this off. It comes up and it's flush. So this is a nice flush floor, and you can go through here, unlock your cargo locks outside, your entry door lock, exterior LED lights, patio lights, bring your slides in and out. Should your batteries, if they get down to about, I would say about 30% power, they'll automatically shut off. If it's not plugged in or you're not here to monitor it, they'll just shut off, and then you can come here, push that, reset it. It'll turn everything back on. You'll have 30% power and you'll be good to go. This is going to be part of that Victron system. So you can come here, check out what's going on with your batteries. Very cool to be able to come here. I mean, you know, some people really get into the, you know, what's my batteries doing? What's my first inverter doing? This is going to have two 3,000 watt inverters, by the way. So this will allow you to run an air conditioner without being plugged in or run the generator. This will control your awnings. This will be for your digital antenna for your TV, battery disconnect, security lights, driver security lights, passenger security lights. For any reason, should your master slide here quit working, instead of calling a tech, you can just push this button and reset the whole system. So they try to make this as convenient and headache free as possible. You're going to have these little ATC panels all around the coach. We can come here. If I'm getting ready to head out, I can check my tank levels. Maybe I want to bring my TV lift down because, you know, I'm hanging out with family, so I want to see what's going on outside that window because that's all patio side. I can do a lot of that stuff either from here, or I can take a few steps over here. We can go to the master panel and go through a lot of this where we can just see bird's eye view, tank levels, batteries, temperature, and then we can come here and start controlling things like climate. Maybe we can come here and just, you know, just bring the day shades down. And as you can see, all the shades coming down in the coach. So pretty cool. We can control all the different ventilation fans. We got one in the kitchen, one in the half bathroom, and then one in the master bathroom. We can turn on our floor heat, which I have on right now. I was going to turn on the Oasis system, but no need. These heated top floors do a great job of just taking some of that chill out of the air. We can check and see what's going on with our generator, control what's going on with our exterior lights, and then another neat feature too that Newmar did. You'll notice this little button right down here. Now, when I'm first getting into the coach, instead of me going through and turning on each light individually, I can hit that one button. It's either all lights on or all lights off. So super cool feature. Makes it very convenient for the user to come here right away. If you want all the lights on, just push that button and just turns everything on. So we got our residential refrigerator, does have a lock down here. So that'll lock the upper and lower. Got your water dispenser here on the door. And then I do like how this lights up when I open up the doors. And then this actually follows through with that same dovetail construction. So very nice build quality. And you'll notice I've got to push on the pantry tray in order to unlock it. So if I push it, you can hear a lock, push on it to unlock it. And that's really nice. I mean, these things start getting weighted down with food. When you take a left, you don't want your groceries taking a right out the door. So it's nice that each one of these drawers has a locking mechanism. So very cool. So this will be our half bath. You'll notice if we get ready to come in here, you've got your paneling coming up here, meeting the multi-textured, right, with your chair rail around here. So just very residential in its feel. We do have our central vac toe kick here. Throw away the dustpan. So beautiful half bath. Again, Summit maple cabinets just above. You've got that subway tile there that comes up along the wall. Perfectly positioned porcelain toilet. Beautifully done. Now as we get ready to make our way into the master bedroom, I love how wide this is. I always talk about this because it's just so important, because older coaches, you're probably already, if you're in one, a lot of these doors coming into the master bedroom are about 2 foot 6 inches. This is a nice big opening, and it is a double door. So you can stop that right there, or you can bring that secondary door out and we can close it off all the way. And that locks into place. So you just gotta push down on that handle. She opens right up. All right, as we make our way in, you're gonna notice just above, beautifully trimmed out ventilation. So all throughout the coach, you're gonna see this ventilation where it's more centralized. Typically you'll see a round puck or a rectangular register on this side of the coach and on the other side. But the problem with that is when you close the slides, you trap that cold air. So it makes it really difficult to cool a coach off if it's trapped. So even with the slides closed, you're still able to get the place cooled off. We're greeted with a king bed, and it is a power bed. So you can tilt that up. Very nice if you want to sit up, read a book. Both windows open up on both sides to get that cross ventilation. A little different, a little more unique, right? We got our washer and dryer, but they decided to put them on the lower base cabinets, and you've got the other one just right over here. So we're not level right now, but once you get the coach level, these doors will stay open just fine. We've got nice closet here. Now this has got a hanging rod in it, and those shelves are removable, so they do not have to stay in there. So they give you the choice. Do you want this to have shelving, or do you want it to just be for hanging? So it can do either or. Got some nice drawers here, and they're actually quite deep. Both soft closing. Nice drawers all throughout the coach. Now, as we get ready to make our way into the master bathroom, one of the things that I like is the flush floor. I was walking backwards and I was waiting, right? But there's nothing to worry about because this thing is completely flush. So when I'm walking from my bathroom into my bedroom, it is a flush floor. So very nice and convenient. And you're going to be greeted right here off to the right with a big massive closet. Now this right here, we're going to pull this out so that you can get a good look at what this closet looks like. So good closet, good, pretty decent closet space, but you're also going to notice down below you do have these removable shelves. So you got 1, 2, 3 shelves that are completely removable should you need those longer items, maybe some dresses. And it is kind of nice that it lights up when I open it up. Now if that wasn't enough closet space, you still get even more. So a lot of space. I'm going to go ahead and open up this bottom here. Again, should you need the extra space, it will drop down pretty deep should you have those longer items. All right guys, so here we are in the master bathroom. We showed off the large amount of space we got in here. We do have a nice little medicine cabinet here. Does got an outlet there, so if you need to charge a small appliance or something, you can. Got your cabinet down here, base cabinet. Let's take a look what we got here for drawers. So good amount of drawer space, not bad at all. So all soft closing. And then I do like this subway tile here. Beautifully done, brought up all the way around, trimmed with that stainless. And then nice big rectangular shower. I'm going to go ahead and step in. Let's take a look. Does it pass the test? Yes. Well, let me close the door here. Let me just see. So 6'1", 260 pounds, and I'm able to turn, not hit my shoulders anywhere here. Good amount of head height here. So yeah, not bad. I think the rectangular shower helps. Those radius showers in the past weren't quite as roomy. Then we've got this exit door here. What's nice about the exit door, again, in case of emergency, you do have a ladder that will telescope out of that, but it's also nice to be able to, let's say you go to Walmart or something, you guys can just pass your toiletries here through the back without having to truck things through slides that are closed. So, well guys, let's take a look at this little door here that will close off, so you do have privacy there. Well, that was it. Let me know what you guys think. I think this thing was absolutely amazing. Again, this is the 2026 Supreme Aire 4505. If you guys would like to start your next adventure in this beautiful coach, please give me a call. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Sure helps me out a lot. I look forward to hearing from you.